Hey, I'm Tay, and today I wanted to do another audio diary. And the thought that I had this past week was working a 9 to 5 sucks. So many reasons why. I say this as someone who is an artist on the side, and someday I want to do it full time. Trying to balance working full time and balance creating art and then balance marketing for my art and then balancing friendships and relationships. It's all so draining. I feel like people don't really talk about that much when you're someone who is chasing your passions. And I know as I get older, I'll be even more tired. And that's why I'm trying to pursue it as much as I can now. Not saying that I can't do it when I'm older. But I'm hoping soon I'll be able to accomplish what I'm trying to do. And even when you're older and when you decide, I really want to do this, do it. Don't wait. Just do it, because no one else is going to do it for you. It's your responsibility to do what you want to do in life. It's on no one else but you. And speaking of not wasting time, I feel like having a 9 to 5 is a waste of time. But it's not a waste of time because it pays the bills. And of course, in society, most societies are capitalistic. We have to think about that in order to, survive and things like that. You got to survive first before you can thrive. And it just sucks being in survival mode all the time. And when you see people, like the people that you work for me, for instance, it's like a smaller company. So the people who own it also work there. Seeing how their life is so much different from mine. And they say things that are really out of touch. Things that they don't have to think about as people who make a lot of money. Like they're talking about different ways that they can paint their room and hiring some artist to paint some themed room after some character. And going to these amusement parks 8 times out of the year. And not giving a shit when you're saying, yeah, man, I barely made it on rent this month. And these companies just really don't care about their workers. They don't care if they're struggling. They don't care if they're having a hard time behind the scenes. They don't care. And whenever you, I know for me, whenever there's a company evaluation for you, for you to get a raise, not a company evaluation. How would I phrase it? It's like a self-evaluation form. You have your name, and then you have an employee number. A number. Like you're a product. I'm working all this time to make someone else a whole bunch of money. And in the end, the split between how much the owners make and how much the employees make is just so drastic. And of course, maybe I shouldn't talk about the money that they make compared to mine, but it bothers me. It bothers me that there's that big of a difference, and then they still have complaints. In most states, these companies can fire you without notice, but we're supposed to give these companies 2-week notices. Some people don't, you know what I'm saying, but it's frowned down upon if you don't. I just feel like, I don't know, overall, it's not really fair for the employee. The employee doesn't really get much out of it. Yeah, you get your company benefits or whatever, but it's as secure as it's going to get, I suppose. secure but not secure. Until someone doesn't like what you're doing, and then they just, I don't want you here anymore, and they can just send you off. This whole topic of like 9-to-5 work environments, a YouTuber that I like a lot, I love his content, his name's I'm Dante. Back then he would do like a lot of reaction videos to music or whatever. Now he does like different stuff, but he did a video reacting to this guy talking about how he would rather die than work a 9-to-5, and essentially talking about how much time you waste working at these companies, and you benefit the company more than they benefit you, and you don't have as much time to do what you want to do. Our life is short. It's really short, and none of this is guaranteed. So whatever it is that you want to do, you got to do it. You have to. Because no one else is going to do it for you. Nobody cares if you do it or not. No one really cares. That's the cool thing about adulthood. The cool thing and the not so cool thing. Nobody cares. I guess the only person who would care is your employer. Because if you leave and you do your own thing, then they lose out on someone that can make them more money. Another thing, too, is that having to request time off, you have to beg for time off. But the people who own the company, they can just do, not saying that they go whenever they want to, but, they don't have to do what we have to in order to get time off, to spend with your family, or to just do whatever it is that you want to do. You have to make a justifiable excuse for what you want to do with your time, like your life does not matter. And that's not fair to me. I understand life's not fair, but why do we have to continue going on like that? Why do we have to settle for less? Why do we have to settle for that? I don't want to settle for that. I don't like that at all. I want to like my life. I want to love my life. I don't want to dislike it. Because somebody else has so much control over what I can and cannot do. That's not fair to me. I don't like it. Our life is short. These people get to do what they want to do. Why can't we? Why can't I? Like with me, what I want at the end of the day, and I think I said it earlier, but I want to be a full-time artist. I want to maybe have a studio someday and create short animations and stuff like that. That's what I want to do. I want to spend time with my friends. I want to play video games for a long period of time with my friends. I want to experience travel, meet new people, meet new artists, learn from them. That's what I want to do. Whatever I'm doing right now, I don't like it. I don't like it. And if you don't like where you are right now, acknowledge that. Acknowledge it. Say, hey, I'm not feeling this at all. This ain't it. Ain't none of it. And once you acknowledge that, then you start figuring out, okay, what can I do to make my life better than what it is right now? And you just work on it. It's hard. It's hard trying to fix your life to where you want it to be. It's hard. It's not easy at all. Especially if you don't have any connections, if you weren't born into a rich family, it's hard. But it's possible because there's so many people nowadays who are doing something that they enjoy for their job instead of doing a job that they absolutely give no shits about. I don't think it's good for people to force themselves to work a job that they don't like, because the genuine care that you would have for the people behind that job, it's just not there. I believe passion is very important for whatever it is that you do, following what you feel like is your purpose. People are meant to do different things, right? Some people might love working their 9 to 5 and they feel like that's their purpose. But the people who don't feel that way, they shouldn't be forced to have to work that. I understand that no one's necessarily forcing them, but with circumstances and how they are and how society is, they are. But that's all I really had on my mind. If you could relate to this, let me know. Let me know what you want to do. And set small goals for yourself to hit and record what you have accomplished so far so you can remind yourself of like how far you've come. Because I know there's probably some of y'all who have been trying to do whatever it is that you're trying to do for a long period of time and ain't nothing pop off yet. I'm in the same boat, you know? And working this day job that I have right now that I just really don't care about. I care about it to make money, and that's it. And of course, if you say that, you're going to sound like a bad person. But that's simply the truth. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.